Well, now straight to the game at VFL Park, where 59,000 people turned up to see the qualifying final between Richmond and Carlton. The match was highlighted by a sensation at quarter time when the opposing coaches, Peter Jones and Tony Jewell, came to grips, and we'll see that later in the program. But firstly, down to the football part of it. Richmond lost top spot on the ladder last week, just in the last of the home and away games when they lost to South Melbourne, and that's why they had to play in the qualifying final while Geelong earned the rest. And so Carlton, whose lineup looked fairly similar to last year's premiership winning combination, went into this game favourites, and Richmond's stocks had certainly slumped since their great form of mid-season. Carlton favourites in the game out there, and it was highlighted as well by Kevin Bartlett, who played his 337th game to beat the record held by John Rantel and set earlier this year. And it was a great day for Kevin Bartlett, as you'll see soon. We pick up the game 7 minutes after the start. With me are Peter Booth and Jeff Leake.
Fumbles perhaps, Peter, but it's certainly bad football.
Kick by Austin out to centre wing. There's another one. Rolled over after he took the mark. And a bit of retaliation. 15-metre penalty to Wiley, brings him forward of the wing. Plays on nowhere near the mark. Wiley's kick to centre half forward. Jones knocks it out of the air. Harms fumbles, comes to Austin. Austin's fourth kick across the half-back line. Chance here for Wood. Tapped out by Harms. Terry Smith, the short pass to Bartlett. Bartlett in the forward pocket. Scored first for Richmond. Go for his goal. What a goal by Kevin Bartlett. Breaking the record here today of 337 games. And he scored. Richmond's points are behind, and then that goal.
Just over 9 minutes of play in the first quarter. Richmond 7, Carlton 6. Centre bounce favours Lee easily. Tapped it out towards Jess, lumbering after it, loses possession. Mackay gets a handball away to Klomp. He in turn hand passes to the wrong person, which was Tempany. Ashman's gone down behind play. He's in a heap in the centre square, and a long kick up towards Roach. Roach nearly, it's not being paid. Close to the boundary line. Bartlett out of play, I thought. He's been penalised, and the free kick is going to Harms. Ashman getting up now, but Harms, free kick, back pocket, scoots it out towards Malin, and he marks just prior to the boundary line on half-back flank.
Richmond giving the Carlton players plenty of attention, particularly Carlton stars, and Ashman on the receiving end a couple of times now as Malin boots the ball down towards wing. Richmond everywhere at this stage, but Collins takes the ball, but it's a free kick going to giant ruckman Lee. Lee now to the forward pocket, but Dewell on his own just had to stretch up. And then gets a call on the other side of the ground from Peter Francis, the wingman. Carlton setting up well. It's not a well-directed kick. Richmond the chance now through Malthouse, who's moved a mile out of his position in the back pocket. He's on the forward line at the moment. And where's Roach? Roach giving him the lead. He is now. And Roach will have to make up some ground. He's in front of Southby. Can't get there in time. Wiley kicked into the pack. Rebounds to favour Southby. Another high tackle. Gets the handball to Austin. Austin on the half-forward flank, getting a call on the half-forward flank from Ashman. Too long for him, punched away from him. His hand was held by Malthouse. Tough campaign of this fella, Michael Malthouse, doing it well. A kick to Waitman. Waitman to the boundary line. It's still in play as Burke picked it up. Has to get past two opponents and gives it to one of them, Francis. Francis running the wrong way. Coolly to Burke. Shipping in with Scrimshaw. Scrimshaw's kick to Roach again. Southby with him. Down and another score. Free kick.
Free kick to Roach.
And Bartlett, figuring in that forward play, has Richmond's total to his name. 1 goal, 1 kick by Kevin Bartlett. And now it's Michael Roach with his first shot from about 12 metres out from goal. All the players have moved back into the centre because they expect Roach, of course, because of his 107 goals this year, to certainly kick this one. Certainly has. Roach is first.
Richmond leading by 7 points, 12.5 minutes into the game. Fitzpatrick wins this tap, comes to Strawn of Richmond. Long kick to centre half forward. It's all Carlton here. Oh, Austin dropped the mark. Taken by Bartlett again. The 33-year-old is killing them. Snap for goal. And he's done it. Well, at the moment, he's best on ground in the first 12.5 minutes in his record-breaking game.
Just over 13 minutes gone, first quarter. The Tigers well on top. They lead by 19 points to 6. And a big thump by the Blues up towards McClure. A chance here now for Carlton for a minute, try and pick up the ball. There's Marcoux. He wants support. He's run out of support, and the Tigers will probably clear it away, though coming in now is Malin, and attempted trip, and Malin will take the free kick. And 15 metres as well, so Malin now at centre half forward. Now back in the goal square is Warren Jones. Dunn is there with him. Kick by Malin, dropping short. Up towards harm, or McConville, he nearly pulled it in. It's being paid. Yes, the mark is being paid, and that was, well, fairly touch and go.
He had it in his hands, Peter, didn't he? And he held it momentarily till it was knocked away.
35 metres out from goal. Just wide of centre half forward on the angle. The Tigers lead by 19 points to 6. McConville fires for goal, and it's Carlton's second goal. Richmond 3-1-19. Carlton 2 straight goals, 12 points after 14.5 minutes in the first quarter.
By Bill Della at the 14-minute mark, first quarter, and Richmond leading by 7 points. Kevin Bartlett has kicked 2 goals, 1. He's starring. Was Lee getting up over the top of Fitzpatrick. Sheldon was in there for Carlton. Handball out there by Smith, and Carlton going to attack, and a mark again to McConville at centre half forward. But he's a long way from goal. Puts a longish kick down into the forward line looking for Warren Jones, but done with too much agility and ability for him, marks easily in front, and then swings play across the other side of the ground. That's not bad as he finds Rains. Wells, a half-hearted attempt at tackling, and another one allows Rains to steady and put a long kick to centre half forward to Jess. Knocked away from Wiley. Good tackle by Francis, and that's a certain free kick to Robert Wiley. Centre half forward, this is his 4th kick coming up. A long one. Roach is broken clear of Southby. What a mark. Southby was good enough to get there. As Collins is caught. Hands it to Bartlett. He's swinging around, coming in for his 3rd goal. But it's his 2nd behind. And Wayne Harms has got a king-size headache looking after Kevin Bartlett.
In the first quarter of an hour, Bartlett 4 kicks for 2 goals too. Southby towards the outer side. Fitzpatrick in front. The spoil. Through goes Collins. Taps the ball up the ground. Wood, a great handball back to Lee, who fumbled, allowing Carlton in, but Francis fumbled. Collins again back to Wood. Wood from half forward flank. Bartlett! And Wayne Harms has played behind. Bartlett has thrashed him. Wayne Harms, a rising star in VFL football. Bartlett, 33 years of age, breaking the record, is giving him a football lesson. Coming up for kick number 5, almost right in front, and about 35 metres from goal. This should be his 3rd goal, and is.
Just over 17 minutes of play in the first quarter. A great start by the Tigers, and Kevin Bartlett with 3 of the 4 goals. Out of the pack they come again, taken away by Waitman. A long kick by the Tigers up towards Roach. He can't mark it this time. Southby there. Grabbed by Roach. He could have been caught. Oh, held to him. Oh, a fine line, and Roach doesn't like it. 30 metres out from the Tigers' goals. Roach in ruck. Bartlett there along with Burke, who is on the half-forward line. Tapped out. Player retarded. Yes. Waitman. Free kick for the Tigers. 40 metres out from goal. Richmond 4-2-26. Carlton 2 straight goals after 18 minutes in the first quarter. And Carlton certainly starting favourites in this qualifying match, but the Tigers really burning at the moment. The kick by Waitman is close. It's through. Richmond's 5th goal. 5 goals to 32. Carlton 2 straight goals.
Richmond in a brilliant opening in this first quarter at VFL headquarters. 5 goals, 2 and 18 minutes of football. They're not winning to the centre bounce. Carlton seem to be on top there. It's Ashman emerging with the ball, but a free kick going to his opponent in Waitman, right in the centre. Waitman's 3rd kick, and there's Bartlett. And it's heading to Bartlett and Roach with Southby shoulder to shoulder. Southby taps down. Bartlett in, reliable at the foot of the peg. And Wiley this time. And another goal to the Tigers. 6 goals in 19 minutes. Sensational stuff in a final. Not good news for Carlton. They're in lots of trouble with Jones off the ground. Dewell acting as a ruckman now. This is Wood breaking clear. Oh, tackle on Johnson's again. And They've really thrown Johnson in a lot of trouble, taking time to get up. Terry Smith to take the free kick on the half-back line for Richmond, and down to the wing looking for Jess, but he's out of position. It's up to Lee now, and Mackay, who's also limping. He's got a hamstring worry too, I believe. They're in lots of trouble, Carlton, and look at the fierce run through. That's Scrimshaw putting the ball out of the pack. Bartlett again, good handball, better handball. Brian Wood a chance now, 30 metres out perhaps, lines up, good play Richmond. That was first-class football, first-class finals football by the Tigers, and they're playing it, giving it everything they have.
27 minutes gone in the second quarter. Tigers running all over Carlton. Well done by Wells to duck out of trouble. In fact, he ducked into a high tackle and will take a free just forward of the centre circle. Coming up for kick number 7. 25 metres short. Dunn punches away for Richmond. Their defence has been good. Here's Landy, who's done extremely well, bumbles the ball over the line in the back pocket for a throw-in. Carlton in all sorts of trouble, with Johnston injured. Jones must be injured to be off the ground, and we don't know whether Sheldon will ever come back.
Carlton's forward pocket about 35 metres out from goal. Dill goes up and contests. Malthouse, who's been supreme in the back line, chips it out nicely to Rains. He can really scoot away from Greg Wells here. We'll see Wells in just a moment, kick number 10. Bartlett leads, is in front of Harms by about 3 or 4 metres, but the kick not directionally good, and it's out of bounds for a throw-in on the far side wing. The Tigers are 10-4-64, really running over Carlton, 5-5-35.
Jim Jess, or Fitzpatrick, doing extremely well on the ruck now. He's lifted his game, which he had to, because Carlton were losing it when Jones went off the ground, because he'd been playing very well on the ruck. Going to get the spray treatment on his ankle. That's Johnson, and again Fitzpatrick wins that tap. But that's Jess finding Bartlett, who's starring on the forward line. He's mesmerised Harms. A bad bounce, but McConville recovers it well. Oh, good balance. Shoots the handball to Mackay. Stolen there by Riley. Riley looks for who? Bartlett again on the way. He waits for the bounce. A little bit of backspin. Here he goes. Harms has got him this time. Was it a push? Was it a tackle? Push it was. And the man who's breaking the league record for number of games today, 337, has already kicked 4 goals. Bouncing up now for his 10th kick. Within kicking distance for Kevin Bartlett, and I think he's winded at this stage. Nothing more. And the Tigers are leading by 5 goals, all but a point.
That's a great rule in the VFL. If you're close enough to a player to push him, you're close enough to grab him and retard him and get the free kick yourself.
Bartlett from wide out in the forward pocket, 45 metres from goal. He's kicked 4-3, going for his 5th. Right in the goal square. Oh, McConville up in front of the pack but couldn't mark. Down to Marcoux. English didn't expect it. Wiley's done a lot of interceptions. Left foot snap for goal. Second goal to Robert Wiley. Lee and Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, Francis, bouncing around at centre half forward. Staying at the back was Johnston. A hurried kick to full forward. Ashman there doing battle with Malthouse. Malthouse dives back on the ball, and that will be a ball up. No, umpire was signalling ball up. I think he might have sorted out a free after that. He has to Malthouse.
Malthouse doesn't waste any time at all. Looking for Lee. Oh, fine mark by McConville. Outer side wing, in towards centre half forward. Armstrong made good position. Onto his right boot now, lines up, spears the ball down towards McClure. Oh, they can't do a thing wrong. Strawn, a superb mark in defence. Wood, great tackle by Malin. It may have been a fraction high. Wood recovers beautifully. Gets a call out wide from Waitman. Tempany, nicely done. Gets a call from Rains. Member side wing. Rains now, and the Tigers are really burning. A long kick by Rains up towards Bartlett. Off the back of the pack, here's Waitman now. Marcoux is there, he wants support. Bartlett, 25 metres out, fires. Goal number 5 to Kevin Bartlett. Goal number 13 for the Tigers. And they've got this game well and truly wrapped up 7 minutes in the third quarter.
At the 7-minute mark, third quarter, Richmond leading by 8 goals. That was Lee's fist to punch the ball away. Oh, clever back play there. Onto Strawn. Now it's long striding Jess. Will the ball bounce for him? He stretches down a good pickup and good defensive play there by a teammate. McConville showing some ability this third term. Smith pulled aside. Good tackle on him by Bruce Dool, who takes the kick in the back pocket. The Blues in stacks of trouble in this match because they're going backwards at the moment. Collins ran into position, marked well between centre and half forward. He's looking for Burke. Burke and Roach, of course. Roach! Hang on to that one. Taps it again. Bartlett at the back. Look at him. This is Marcoux, who's now looking after Bartlett. Bartlett tackles him, but Marcoux gets his kick into the centre. Straw, tackled by Francis, but gives it to Rains. Beautiful handball to Welsh. Welsh runs through the middle now. Steers the ball down to centre half forward. There's half a dozen players there at this stage. Grabbed by Roach, run into a Carlton player. Taken by Dool now. Pops it out to Francis.
Francis just behind centre wing. While Rains, he'd be just about vying with Bartlett for best on ground. Superb performance in the centre. 13th kick to centre half forward. Roach from the back. It almost have been spoiled by Burke that time. Down the front to Jess. Bartlett at the back. Hands to it. Still a chance for Bartlett. He straightens. Oh, great football, Kevin Bartlett. 6 goals for the game.
The Tigers lead by a massive 53 points, 10 minutes into the third quarter, 88 to 35. They're going forward again. McConville out there and Collins with plenty of toe. McConville a couple of metres up on Collins. Wiley chips in. Bit of a trip. No, play on the call. Wiley still battling on top of the pack. McConville underneath it. Umpire James to call for the bounce. A fantastic performance in the game by Kevin Bartlett to kick 6 goals, 3. The Tigers 14 goals, 4. Great kicking by the Tigers. Deep on their half-forward line now. Jess up high. Got it down nicely and they try and move the ball forward towards Bartlett again. He's got the run of it. It's still in play, or it may have just gone out. It did. Just trickled out. The gate was wide open, 3/7. The Tigers 88, Carlton 35. A throw in 30 metres out from Richmond's goal.
And it's a KB day, and I think the crowd are responding to Kevin Bartlett's brilliant performance as Roach touches the ruckwork now and palms it, but grabbed by Southby, who's running to the boundary line. Into trouble. Here goes Waitman. Over to Bartlett again. Another chance. Oh, he's knocked off. He's shot by defenders. English to Marcoux. A bad fumble. Waitman chips it, grabs a loose ball and boots. Another goal. Richmond's 4th for the quarter. 4 goals in 11 minutes. Is premiership winning football, and that was Waitman's 2nd goal.
Richmond, against most expectations, absolutely superb. They ran out winners by 7 goals. Carlton narrowed the gap later in the game when it was all over. Richmond 18 goals 8 in a great performance. Bartlett 6 goals, Waitman 4, Jess and Wiley each 2, and for Carlton, Katoggio and Klomp each kicked 2 goals. And so with that win, Richmond earn the right to the major semi-final next week against Geelong, while the minor semi will be against those big rivals, Carlton and Collingwood.
Bolthouse dropped the centre. A chance now for Sheldon. Oh! It's been knocked out. Sheldon has been KO'd.
And beats Burke to the ball. Austin chips it over the top. Again, Carlton getting a long way out of the clear. This is Marcoux. Bounces across the half-back line. Straightens to half-forward. Spilled down there by Landy. It comes to Klomp. Klomp from centre half-forward goes for goal. And Carlton have kicked the last 2 goals and are coming back. Southby with a 15-metre penalty from half-back flank. Up towards half-forward, Warren, Jones and Lee. Lee thumps it, worth a kick about 30 metres to centre wing. Brilliant Rains. Gets away from Klomp. Rains, not a good kick to centre half-forward. Dool is there. Oh, missed it. Picked up out there by Smith. Handball to Jess. He goes for goal and he's kicked it.
Very high-spirited qualifying match at VFL Park before a crowd of 60,000 people. McClure wins. Dool fumbles. Great shot by Klomp. Carlton's 5th goal.
Dool's kick up towards centre half forward. Lead by McClure. Tempany's there. Oh, a fine mark over the top of him by Harms.
McConville and Armstrong get to do his boot. But all the Carlton players are covered now. Great stuff from Oldhouse. Oh, he's a powerhouse of a player.
Francis McConville calling for it at centre-half forward. Cotoggio back there too. Mackay, oh, great mark. That's vintage Mackay for you.
Well, some top football played there under finals pressure. And now straight to our mark of the day. It was taken at Waverley, a clever use of body and ball control by Richmond's Michael Malthouse.
The scripture. McConville and Armstrong get to do his boot. But all the Carlton players are covered now. Great stuff from Oldhouse. Oh, he's a powerhouse of a player. That's his mouth guard that's gleaming white.
Next week's semi-finals. The first semi at the MCG. What a game that is. Carlton versus Collingwood. Tuesday to get in. And the second semi-final at VFL Park between the teams which finished in the top two places at the end of the home and away games, Geelong and Richmond. So that's what we'll have for you in the program next week with the two semi-finals. Hope you'll join us then, and again, another look at Mark and Goal of the Year candidates. Well, now we leave you as usual with the goal of the day, and you just couldn't go past the man who broke the record and kicked 6, Richmond's Kevin Bartlett. But have a look in the closing titles for one of the most sensational incidents we've seen in VFL football all season. At quarter time in the game there, the opposing coaches Peter Jones and Tony Jewell came to blows. The cameras picked it up on a fairly wide shot. You might have a look in the wide shot, and then we go to the close-up. So we almost missed it, but an incredible incident. It seemed to be started by Big Purse, a retaliation from Tony Jewell, but have a very close look at the wide shot.
Rains, he'd be just about vying with Bartlett for best on ground. Superb performance in the centre. 13th kick to centre-half forward. Roach from the back. It almost have been spoiled by Burke that time. Down the front to Jess. Bartlett at the back.